Hi everyone, this is your weekly forecast with Lada. Meet Lada from astrolada.com for the week of the 23rd to the 29th of January. We're going into the last week of January, and interesting week, nothing too big, but there is a new moon. A new moon is about new beginnings. It's going to be happening in Aquarius, and I'm going to walk you through how this new moon will impact everyone else. Every different sign, and we also have Venus Square Saturn. We're gonna see who is gonna be most strongly influenced. But before that, a quick announcement. On the 11th of February, I'm making a webinar on soulmate compatibility, and it uses a chart, 9-divisional chart on a Vamsha, as it's known in Vedic astrology, which is the chart of soulmates. You're not gonna find this information much online. It's basically, it's comparing the birth chart to the soulmate chart of another person, and you can see, because you can have different boyfriends and girlfriends and partners in your life, but soulmates are very rare, and you can see who your actual soulmates are and how to recognize them. And soulmates, by soulmates, means someone who helps you fulfill your destiny in life, and someone who helps your soul grow, who gives meaning into your life and purpose to grow, basically. Because we can have many relationships that are not so impactful, that carry on for years, but the meaningful ones that transform our lives are the ones with soulmates. And you're going to be able to see actually this in a very easy method. You don't need to know astrology. So come join me. It's only $19. If you buy it by the 11th, after that it becomes $30. Anyway, let's see how the next week we're gonna fare, how we're gonna fare with the new moon in Aquarius. And new moon is about giving birth to new impulses. And actually the influence of a new moon is not going to be just on the 28th, when the new moon is happening in Aquarius, 28th of January. It's going to carry on up till the next full moon, which is actually going to be even, I think, an eclipse as well. Yes, it's going to be an eclipse in Leo. So for the next 2 weeks, you're going to be under the influence. Everyone's going to be under the influence of those new beginnings given to us through the full new moon in Aquarius. What does it mean? And Aquarius is a very intellectual, very inspirational sign as well, because Aquarius rules the waves, the invisible waves like the internet, the radio waves, but also on a high level it rules those information channels that actually spear through that are everywhere in the ether around us, in the air around us, those divine information channels that contain all the information, all the knowledge. Just like the internet contains so much knowledge, but it's human created. Well, there are even finer, how do I say, like information channels throughout our space and the cosmos and around us, which are on a much higher vibration. They're created from the central cosmic intelligence, basically. And people, and Aquarius energy allows us to tap into that, into those information waves, and people basically can suddenly download information when there is strong Aquarius. Like, we're gonna have strong Aquarius influence for the next 2 weeks, starting from the 28th of February, because of the new moon, which creates new life. Mother, Father, Sun, Moon coming together, tapping deeply into the Aquarian energies that can give us sudden ideas out of the blue, like almost like as if your antennas can latch onto some channel that is in the air, some wavelength, and it can download sudden information, like fully formed ideas can come into our brain for the next 2 weeks. So eureka moments of, aha, this makes sense, and you understand it intellectually. It's not some feeling, it's not something mystical, it's not some vague idea, it's clarity, it's understanding. This is very Aquarian in nature. It's even scientifically understanding it on a logical level, you know. So such ideas will be forthcoming starting from the 28th, like almost like an awakening. You might feel like, oh, okay, bam, this makes sense now, I understand it, you know. And of course, it's in Aquarius, but it's you can have such an awakening or download of information and new beginnings and new ideas that come to you in different areas of life. Not for everyone it's going to be the same, depending what's your sun sign and depending what your ascendant sign is, for example. And by the way, people that are born around the 28th of February, happy birthday. If your birthday falls on a new moon, if your birthday this year, if you're born on the 27th, 28th, 29th of January approximately, there is a new moon On your birthday, it means the next 12 months for you guys will be absolutely full of new beginnings. There will be, for example, I started my astrology business when there was a new moon on my birthday. That's very rare gift from the universe, by the way. New beginnings, you get new ideas that you can implement. What else will the next 2 weeks be good for as well with this new moon that's going to be growing over the next 2 weeks in Aquarius? Well, any activities that are connected to big groups of people, whether it's webinars, whether it's lectures, whether it's getting together with like-minded people, whether it's organizing parties, whether it's organizing social events, whether it's organizing something to do with organizations, with groups of some sort. So if you have any such projects, guys, or if you're working with a group of people in some way, or any activities that are connected to marketplace activities, intricate, interconnected systems are ruled by Aquarius, like for example, the brain is intricate, interconnected system, the internet, the nervous system, the skin, any procedures on those can be good. And can be beneficial, or any the marketplaces, the society is also Aquarius ruled. The markets, the stock markets as well, they're interconnected complex systems without a central core, which is what Aquarius rules. So any activities connected to Aquarius, or activities with friends, with acquaintances, group activities of any sorts, activities that are connected to popular movements, to the voice of the people as well, because Aquarius rules the voice of the normal person, the rights of the normal person, liberty, brotherhood, honesty, equality, all those things that were sign of the French Revolution are very Aquarius in mind. So people will be feeling much more Aquarian in mind. So such activities and whether it's demonstrations, whether it's getting together to work for a higher cause, for humanity, for society, for political causes of any sort, are highly triggered after a new moon in Aquarius. Okay, so let's see how it's personally going to affect you, this new moon, by the way. Let's see how it's going to affect Aquarius, first of all, because it's happening in Aquarius, which means that Aquarius people like me, who have their ascendant, sun or moon, for example, in Aquarius, can have a symbolic new beginning over the next 2 weeks, which means new ideas, as I said, that they're downloading. All those things that I was speaking about Aquarius new moons will impact Aquarius the strongest, obviously. And all Aquarius are downloading the program for the next 2 weeks, which will impact them at least for the next 12 months. So guys, you know, sudden ideas, sudden inspirations, write them down. If you have to start something new, wait till 2 days after the 28th and then start it, because we want the moon to be visible. The moon is invisible 2 days after the new moon, because wait, you need to get basically to the start of February and start new beginnings. Amazingly, you'll be supported after that in a powerful ways. Any kind of new beginnings, if you want to start a new workout routine, especially if it's your ascendant is in Aquarius, for example, this will help. If you want to start new regimes, new careers, new projects, new inspirations, amazing time after the 28th, 2 days after the 28th of January. Once the moon starts becoming visible, because we want the moon to be visible, because moon regulates growth. So we want this thing to grow if you want to keep it in your life. If you want to release something from your life, Aquarius, the day still the 28th is perfect. You might be in a state of releasing, letting go, completing something, but after that you become in a state of new beginnings. And that's for everyone, you know. So new beginnings in a big way, new ideas powerfully for all Aquarius. Happy birthday again. Especially those that are born around the 28th, but all Aquarius overall, the new moon is happening in their sign. Then we go to Pisces. What happens if your ascendant, the sun is in Pisces? Then you have a new moon, new beginnings in the 12th house. That's more like new beginnings about endings. 12th house is about endings. And maybe something will be, intuition increases quite strongly when there is a new moon or a full moon in one's 12th house, like the mind gets quiet and can receive inspirations from the invisible world. There might be the growing realization for you Pisces over the next 2 weeks, for something that you have to let go behind, for something, sudden realization of what is blocking your progress, because 12th house is the house of self-sabotaging, and this new moon over the next 2 weeks means that something is growing that might be self-sabotaging you, that you become aware of, that is undermining you in some way. So especially when after that it starts, you know, the last 15 days before the sun moves into Pisces might be a time when you're releasing it. So there is a lot of reevaluation. It's more internal process, this new moon for Pisces, about recapitulating the behind and and the past, and kind of making some kind of a sudden eureka moments of what needs to be left behind, and maybe leaving something behind as well. Okay, so then Aries people, whether it's your ascendant, sun, to a lesser degree of moon, the new moon is in your 11th house. You see, when we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comes to the 11th sign behind you. So it's your 11th house, which means that it can bring new beginnings over the next 2 weeks for us Aquarius, in regards to contacts, social connections, networking, in regards to marketplace activities, in regards to popularity, in regards to activities that are connected to big groups of people. New beginnings in regards to friendships, maybe some new friendships can be formed, some new alliances that are mutually beneficial, or can also be formed. Acquaintances and benefactors are ruled by the 11th house. So there might be like growth over the next 2 weeks, or opportunities to grow, or new ideas that come to you which are connected to gainfulness, marketplaces as well, because the 11th house has the same energy as Aquarius, to how to be more gainful, how to be more having people into your life that come, who either come with ideas, or either come with some useful connections of some sort, that can be beneficial and mutually gainful for both of you. So any activities might be growing that are also social, connected with groups, connected to doing something in big groups of people as well, you know. Then for Taurus, the new moon falls in the 10th house. So over the next 10 weeks, they can have certain new ideas that grow in regards to their social status, in regards to their career, which they can implement over the next 12 months. In regards to, so write them down if anything comes till the, you know, till the 11th, 12th of February basically, till the moon is growing. If you happen to have your Aquarius sun, moon, especially ascendant. So new beginnings and opportunities, or new growth, or new ideas connected with authority figures, connected with career, connected with your long-term goals basically, some kind of revitalization and renewal, which is a new moon, of your career status, of your, you know, projects of some sort that make you visible, that you deliver to the world. Okay, then for Gemini, it falls in the 9th house, this new moon. So over the next 2 weeks, new belief system, new teachers, mentors can appear in any form or shape. It doesn't have to be like a guru or someone who says, I'm your mentor. It can come as an advice from other people, advice that opens up doors for you and opens up your mind, expands your mind, broadness of thought that starts growing. You're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, I would call it, because your 9th house is that house that helps you untangle yourself out of situations that you feel stuck in, and helps you see the bigger picture. And basically, like being, if you feel like you've been in a forest, for example, and you can't find your way out, having a new moon in Aquarius over the next 2 weeks, you might have a sudden realization about something in your life which shows you the way, like you climbing up a tree in that forest and seeing, oh, okay, that's where the town is, you know. So you're not there, but you're above and see from a bird's view. So something will come as a realization to point you direction, to create new long-term plans as well for the future in some way. It's more conceptual rather than starting to do it, but you first need the big plan, which is the 9th house, before you can start doing it, which is the 10th house, you know. but this vision, this big plan can come, and this inspiration for new meaning or for new direction can come for you. And it can be, for example, something that allows for new beginnings and renewal of matters connected to higher education, pre-qualification, matters connected to foreigners, matters connected to travels in faraway places, matters connected to some legal documents or legalization of situation. Okay, then for Cancer, this is happening in their 8th house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know. From Cancer sign, ascendant or sun or moon, the new moon is in their 8th house, which means that there will be new beginnings over the next 2 weeks which are connected, and sudden ideas that come to them, that like eureka moments, which are connected to mutual resources and finances, money that come to you from others. Say if you're a worker, someone who works in a bank, in insurance company, someone who works in working with other people's talents and resources, working with other people's money, working as with clients' money of some sort or clients' resources, they can have new projects, new ideas that come to them. Some investments, if you're a Cancer, there might be new ideas or new opportunities for investments or new developments or renewal of some stagnant situation connected to your partner's finances, whether marriage or business, to money from loans, from banks, from investments that you've put somewhere, that comes to you from others, from the efforts of others in some sort. And there might be some sudden realizations connected to your intimate life, Cancers, because 8th house is a very intimate house which rules sexuality, which rules ability to share secrets and to feel safe and emotionally strong and secure. So this can awaken for some of you, certain insecurities that become more powerful over the next 2 weeks, which makes you confront those inner fears which create barriers in your intimate life. But something like secrets can come to the surface and start growing, in some way as well. But also the need to confront and to this shadow side of oneself, basically, which is a blockage to intimacy. Then we have Leo. Leos will feel this new moon in a powerful way over the next 2 weeks till the eclipse the most, because the signs that usually feel a full moon the most are the signs where the full moon is happening, like Aquarius, totally new beginnings, big powerful way in planting of new program for the whole year, and the opposite sign always, because something that is opposite it's affected the strongest. So for Leos, this new moon is revitalizing or bringing new beginnings in their love life, in their relationships, business or personal. There might be, for example, new relationship that comes, which can grow into a partnership or cooperation of some sort over the next 1 year, or over the next few weeks or months or whatever. There might be a renewal of relationships of some sort. There might be new beginnings in your relationship life. But remember always, new moons are, first you might have to release something, and then it gives you something new. So you might have to make some space first for new relationships, for new partnerships, for new cooperations of some sort, working with someone on something. So new beginnings there, but also renew, or maybe there might be some new beginning in the life of your partner. There might be new ideas or sudden realizations that come to you, which make you aware, like, aha, that's why this relationship is having a problem, or that's why there is a blockage in this business deal, or that's why there is a blockage, because 7th house also rules business deals and agreements, and there might be new such opportunities that come, or ideas for new such cooperations of opportunity that come to you over the next 2 weeks, Leos. Then we have Virgo. For Virgo, it's happening the new moon in their 6th house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you see? So new beginnings might be connected to new work projects, to new duties and responsibilities, to service of some sort, renewed service dedication, for example. You might have to work on behind the surface for the next couple of weeks and preparing for something and putting more of your perfecting your skills in some sort. And there might be like a renewed desire to clean, to put order, neatness around you, to arrange things. Kind of 6th house is a house of purging a little bit, putting more order as well. Especially solving practical problems and matters, because 6th house is about solving problems, problem-solving house basically, and it's a house of using your your intelligence to solve such problems and your practical skills to solve such problems. So it can activate you to sort out such matters. And on another level, it's your health as well. It might renew your health routines. Maybe you can add a new healthy vegetable or a new healthy routine into your daily routine. Say maybe waking up 30 minutes early and going for a walk, or maybe, you know, standing a straight posture, or maybe adding a salad of some sort into your diet, or some supplement, you know. This is the 6th house. Then we have Libra. For Libra, it's in your 5th house. New beginnings and eureka moments in creative way. Your creative intelligence there. If you happen to be a Libra sun or ascendant person, or even moon person that works in a creative field, that has to think of new plans, new ideas, well, that's will really benefit you over the next 2 weeks till the next full moon, till the middle of February, basically, this new moon in Aquarius, because it renews the area of creativity. It renews, brings those, maybe even sudden ideas can come to you to download creatively over the next 2 weeks. There can be new beginnings in regards to the life of your loved ones, because 5th house rules loved ones, lovers, and people that you really love, like your children. New beginnings somehow can come to you through creative careers, through creative opportunities, through your children, and through your lovers. Maybe new beginnings in renewal of affections of some sort, for example. Renewal of some passion or hobby that can come to you as well. That's a good one. Okay, then we have Scorpio. For Scorpios and Moon Ascendant people, the full moon falls in Aquarius in the 4th house. Sorry, the new moon falls in the 4th house. So there might be renewal and renewed interest or renewed relationships with family members, with matters related to property, to land, to security of some sort. Maybe you can just make a cleanup at home, or you can release some old unnecessary things from your home so you can make space for new things. Maybe you can have a new idea to relocate, to live somewhere else. Or maybe something new might be happening in the life of family members around you. Yeah, that's one of those things. Then for Sagittarius people, Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, it's happening in the 3rd house. There might be new contacts, new interests that are developing over the next 2 weeks, renewal of certain skills that you've acquired, or new skills that you want to gain and that you want to start. It's great time. After the 28th, guys, if you want to learn something, if you want to learn drive, learn to sew, learn to, whatever it is, to operate the machinery, learn to create a website, if you want to create a bigger list on Facebook, on network or social networking, which is all about 3rd house, information and connecting with others, that's your month, guys, for the next 2-3 weeks in particular, especially after the full moon, the new moon on the 28th of February for you Sagittarius. So expand your network, connect to other people, maybe new projects connected to media, to marketing, to advertising in any sort as well. Okay, so a renewal of relationships with siblings, renewal of relationships with relatives, renewal of relationships with co-mates, workmates, maybe new such coming into your life. And your plans. 3rd house is also how we plan things as well. You can make some new plans, practical step-by-step plans, which you can implement over the next year. Then for Capricorns, it's happening in your 2nd house, this new moon. So renewal, new ideas in regards to resources, finances, new possibility to make more finances over the next, 2 weeks that can come, or sudden ideas how you can improve your financial situation. It's not necessary that they will give result immediately. It might take up till the next full moon that happens in your 2nd house, which will be in the summer of 2000, basically in August 2017, till there is, because new moon is new beginnings, but it might take up to 6 months to see the results of that. So, but Capricorns, definitely some ideas that can create more stability, that can create in your life, that can create more financial opportunities, that can give you more peace of mind when it comes to your resources and financial situation. So that's about the new moon, guys, happening. And then the next thing that's happening is that we have Venus and Saturn in a difficult aspect. Venus is here Saturn is here and they are making a square aspect. We indicate it like that astrologically, which is towards the 28th again, but maybe 2-3 days before it, you feel it, 2-3 days after it. So I put this week under the influence of Venus square Saturn, and Venus naturally rules women, attractive women as well, younger women as well. So naturally they might be feeling a little bit more under pressure because Saturn, some authority or older figure, might be putting more pressure on them, generally more criticism, demanding more, something serious attitude, might be more, you know, thou shalt not, restricting in some way. The Beauty and the Beast. Saturn is the beast, Venus. And generally women might be feeling a bit more responsible, might be required to be more organized, to work hard on something. People that are in any Venusian careers might be required to take extra duties and responsibilities, which can put a bit of pressure and detract from, you know, from social life. But Venusian careers are beauty, art, working with women, anything to do with giving advice, anything to do with teaching as well with Venusian, because Venus is one of the planets of the teachers, interestingly enough. Anything to do with music, with beauty, with art, with diplomacy, with connections between people, luxury projects of any sort. You might be having extra duties and responsibilities because of Saturn, some blockages. But also Venus naturally rules one's ability to feel emotionally, to have fun, for example. So Saturn can make us a bit more responsible in regards to that. Instead of just, if you organize a party now towards the end of the week, it might be more serious, work-related party where you make business connections. That's better. If you go out to meet people socially, well, Saturn squares Venus this week, it might feel like it's not exactly fun and letting your hair down and going wild. It's more about something practical, something. You might even feel that the party sucks and it's a little bit boring, or it can be a great place to create contacts of some sort, which will be beneficial rather than just for the pure joy of it, which is Venus. You can, for example, enjoyments and pleasures of any sort can be of the most serious character. People can feel like in a more serious mood. And then Venus is naturally also rules our relationships, how we relate to others. So there might be some reassessment or sobering up or seeing some reality in regards to a relationship, whether it's personal or business, any kind of relationship with another person. You might have some kind of a sobering realization moment when Saturn is squaring Venus, like, okay, so this person has been using me, or okay, so this is how the relationship is going to be. I thought it's going to be more romantic, but obviously it's more of a friendship. Or, oh, okay, I see now clearly what the other person wants. So instead, some illusions in regards to relationship can fall apart, something can crystallize as well. You can approach more serious people, maybe do some activity that's connected to more serious people, to more older, experienced people. But definitely in relationship, there might be some disappointment or some restriction or some delay or some sobering up effect. Or maybe taking on more responsibilities through a partnership, through a relationships of some sort. Okay, so that's the overall influence for everyone, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Come join me for the soulmate compatibility. The 9 divisional chart on the 11th of February, yes. And I will see you next week. I hope you enjoyed this new format. And it's really cold outside. So I'm not going out. I'm doing my blackboard here until it starts getting warmer. So thank you. Love you. And I'll see you next week.